Let go of life completely. Allow life to go wherever it wants to go. Allow it to go up, allow it to go down, allow it to go left, allow it to go right. Allow it to do whatever it needs to do. Do not feel bad because life is doing something. And if you do feel bad because life is doing something, allow that too. Allow every single thing that happens. Allow it to be the way it is. When you calm down, you allow everything to just move on its own and do its own thing. You will relax. And when you will relax, you will have a relaxed vibe. When you relax, like even when you are like hyper, people will feel calm with you because you are relaxed. You don't have this like anger. They don't feel this anger or this hatred because you are okay being whatever happens, right? Real security is when you no longer try to change life in order to make you happy. When you are okay with life being the way it is, no matter what happens, nothing can make you feel bad because you're allowing it to be that way. You will no longer be insecure. When you completely allow life to be exactly what it is, you will no longer feel insecure. You will no longer feel unhappy, or you might feel unhappy, but you will no longer feel like the existential dread or like the depression and stuff like that. Or when you do get depressed, you allow that depression, it goes away on its own, and you realize you don't have to do anything. You realize you don't have to put in any effort. You don't have to put in any effort to change yourself or to change the outside world. You can just relax and allow life to be as it is. And you will notice that life brings in the fruits. It brings in amazingness, and you didn't have to do anything in order to get it. You can just let go. You can just be yourself completely. You can cry when you want to cry. You can laugh when you want to laugh. You can paint when you want to paint. You can do everything because you're just allowing life to be as it is. And when something bad happens, it might make you feel bad, but you don't feel it doesn't last. You don't hold on to that badness. 3 months later, you're not thinking about how bad you felt. It just goes away on its own because you're just allowing it to be that way. Nothing is wrong. When nothing is wrong, everything is right. When you are completely okay with life being as it is, and you are completely okay with life doing what it wants and you doing what you want, you're completely okay with everything that happens just the way it does. You're completely okay with that. You will no longer be unhappy. That means when you are unhappy, you're okay with being unhappy. When you are happy, you're okay with being happy. When you are angry, you're okay with being angry. You'll notice, but you'll be like, "Oh, but when I'm angry, I punch things." No, you're angry. You punch things because you don't want to be angry. So you punch something in order to see if you can get that anger away. You're expressing the anger. When you are okay with being angry, that anger comes, but it doesn't it just goes. Like you feel the anger's there, but you don't like explode because the anger is not trying to express itself because you're allowing it to express itself on the inside, right? When you allow sadness to be there, sadness doesn't turn into to depression because the sadness goes into your body and it just flows and flows, and it's allowed to be there. And you'll actually notice that these feelings, when you do allow everything to be as it is, these feelings feel good. They come in feeling bad, and then you just allow, and then they just come out feeling good. You actually feel happier because you got sad. You feel happier because you got angry, right? Every emotion turns into happiness when you allow it to express itself. You'll notice that every single emotion turns into happiness when you allow it to be there. When you don't allow it to be there, it doesn't turn into happiness. When you don't allow it to be there, it gets worse and worse, and then eventually you explode. You got to allow it to be there. Allow life in every way to be as it is, and life will love you because you will love life. When you allow life to be what it wants to be, you will notice that nothing bothers you. Everything's okay. And you'll notice that because everything's okay, and because you're happy because everything's okay, you will do great things. You'll be so much more creative. You'll be so much more happy. Your relationships will flourish. You'll realize that nothing can bring you down. And even when things do bring you down, you allow it and it goes away quickly, right? Because it's impossible for nothing to ever affect you ever, right? But it is possible to always allow those things to happen. And when they do happen, it is possible that they always go away quickly, or that you feel better, or they just don't take control of you like they used to, right? The spiritual journey, a lot of people think that the spiritual journey is like a one and done. You're enlightened and that's it. But no, the spiritual journey is an ongoing process. You're enlightened, and then you have to now figure out how to deal with life with the new enlightened way, because you don't just automatically change into an enlightened person. You become enlightened, and you realize, oh, like, if I just allow everything to happen, like, life is going to be like, life would be great. And then, but then you like, when something bad happens, like, some people, when something bad happens, they immediately learn. But when something bad happens, you have to go back and be like, oh, just allow it to happen, it's okay. You just let life be as it is. When you let life be as it is, you'll start to notice that are not you are not what's happening. You are not all this stuff. You are this open space that just sees all this, that allows all this stuff to happen. You're this open space that's relaxed. It just goes with the flow, and nothing happens. Nothing affects. You're the sky, and all these clouds are in it, but you are just the still sky, relaxing. And that is enlightenment. When you realize, by allowing everything, that there's nothing you can do to not allow everything. You are the open space. You no longer get attached to these outcomes, these thoughts, these emotions, these things that happen. You're just okay. And everything's okay. And life is okay. And you're okay. And you're beautiful. And I love you. Red Guru out.